Hey besties, it's Southern Squishes and welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this video right now, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. As you could probably tell by the title, in today's video, we're going to be comparing the OG 24-inch Ronnie with the brand new 24-inch Ronnie. But before we get into that, I just want to give you guys a couple of little life updates. As you can tell by the last video I posted, I went to Disney. I had the best time. I did a whole vlog, so if you haven't seen that, go watch it. Next, I want to just tell you guys, this isn't like a funny story. I have to laugh about it or I'll cry. So I went to the dentist, not yesterday, but the day before, you know, just for a little bit of a checkup. Honestly, I haven't been to the dentist in probably about 2 years, you know, life just happens. So anyways, I was expecting like maybe a cavity, something like that. Besties, not me needing a root canal, a whole root canal. I'm pretty nervous because when you hear root canal, you don't really hear good things. At least that's my experience. Like I've never heard a good thing about a root canal. But then I talked to my family about it and apparently both my mom and my dad have both had root canals. They said it's not that bad. My husband has been through something similar. So I'm a little bit less nervous, but I'm pretty nervous. There's that. So your girl has a tooth that is like rotting, and I was wondering because a couple of weeks ago I was having a pain like when I would bite down on my left side, and it was like going up into my jaw. Like when I would bite down, it would like zap up into my jaw. The dentist said, yep, that's exactly what that is, that nerve. So we don't want that to get infected. Your girl's gonna go in there, get it checked out. Hopefully they can just put a crown on it. They said it's not definitely a root canal, but there's a good chance, she said, that they're gonna have to go in and do a root canal. So that's gonna happen next month at the end of March. Now it is time to get into the Ronnie comparison. So I am making this video because Ronnie is my favorite Squishmallow, for those of you who don't know. The 24-inch and the Ronnie clip are my favorite size Squishmallows of Ronnie. This big guy is the original 24-inch Ronnie, and in my opinion, he is a lot bigger and fluffier than this Ronnie. When the OG Ronnie first came out, I was absolutely losing my mind trying to find him. I remember I would go to Costco, I would look up on the shelves, like if they didn't have him in the regular bins, I would look up on the shelves like way up high and see if they had any Squishmallow boxes. And then, guys, I know this is so horrible, but I would go up to an employee and ask if they could get the box down. So they would literally go get a forklift, get it down and check. There was never any Ronnies in there. Like, I don't understand. So I guess, I don't know if the employees got them or what, but yeah, I did that a couple of times. Each time there was no Ronnies. The rest of the squad was in there, no Ronnies. Eventually I did end up buying the OG Ronnie on Mercari for $80. Nowadays, sometimes, like every once in a while, I do see him for cheaper. I see a couple right now on my Facebook Marketplace for about $30, and they're in pretty decent condition. A couple of months ago, I was scrolling my Instagram and I saw that one of the Squishmallow news pages posted that there is a new version of the Costco Ronnie, and I honestly would have loved to have found the new Ronnie in person because I didn't get to find the OG Ronnie in person. Then I saw that they recently dropped this Ronnie on the Costco website and I couldn't pass my chance up. I didn't want him to, one, sell out, and two, I don't have a Costco membership. My parents do. So like if me and my husband want to go to Costco, we have to borrow their membership. So my chances of finding, because anytime I would go to find the OG Ronnie, I would have to like go with my parents. So, you know, it's rough out here. So like I wasn't about to take my chances. I just wanted the Ronnie. And on the Costco website, you do not need a membership to make purchases. So as soon as I saw that this guy dropped on Costco, I immediately jumped on it. I'm curious, and you guys can let me know in the comments if you guys are 24-inch Ronnie fans, and do you guys have either of these Ronnies? Do you have both? Let me know. Like I said, I love both of these Ronnies, but it is no secret that this one is a little bit bigger. So let's compare the sizes really fast. This one, the new one, is definitely taller. This one is just like, let's put him on his side and let's get him. There's a comparison of them side by side. So it's no secret that the OG Ronnie is definitely a lot fluffier and just fatter, and this one is taller, but he's not as like fluffy and chonky as the OG Ronnie. Okay, I want to talk about the stuffing in both of these Ronnies for a second. So the stuffing definitely feels different if you're a texture person. I'm really not, but there is you can definitely notice the stuffing. So this one, I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like a little bit harder. you could see the stuffing, and when you squeeze it, he's a lot more squeezable. As to this Ronnie, the stuffing feels a little bit more cheap. I don't want to say cheap, but it's definitely not the same. I think if you have both Ronnies, you'll know what I'm talking about. Next, we're going to talk about their color differences, their facial differences. This one has a little bit more of like a yellow, and then this one's like body color is a little bit more like cream white. The nose colors, at first glance, they might look a little bit similar, but this one is a little bit more of like a brown, and then I don't know how to explain his nose color, but you could see there's a little bit of a difference. The nose sizes on them. So this Ronnie's nose is a lot like wider in length as to where this one is smaller. So let me just backtrack a little bit. I prefer this Ronnie's color as to this Ronnie, but I prefer this Ronnie's nose to I just think this Ronnie's nose is huge, but I guess it fits his body. Now their ear sizes, I think OG Ronnie's ears are a little bit bigger, but new Ronnie's horns might be a little bit bigger, maybe just about the same size, but I think new Ronnie's horns are just a tad bit bigger. Something I love about the older 24-inch Squishmallows is their tags are a lot bigger. You know, you have a larger Squishmallow, you need a larger tag, but this tag looks just like a regular size like the rest of them, but it does have like a third little thing on there. And don't you miss when they used to have the squads on the inside? Yeah, I definitely prefer OG Ronnie's tag. Here's the inside of the new 24-inch Ronnie's tag. This 24-inch Ronnie is a very popular cow. A lot of people want him, especially the OG 24-inch Ronnie. I remember when he first came out, he was very hard to find personally, like I said, and then I ended up paying a lot of money for him. He was going for a lot of money online, still kind of is. You can get him for a little bit cheaper, like I said. And the new Ronnie is, you know, pretty sought after, not as sought after as the OG Ronnie, but still a very sought after Squishmallow. In conclusion, I love both of these Ronnies, but I'd have to say the OG is my favorite just because of what I went through to try to find him and get him. But the new Ronnie is definitely one of my favorite Squishmallows that I own because Ronnie is my favorite Squishmallow, so I love these Squishmallows both so much. And I'm sure there's plenty of people that like the new version of Ronnie better. You know, he is smaller and he probably fits in people's collections a little bit better. As for me, I don't have a lot of space at all, but when it comes to a 24-inch cow and some of the 24-inch Bigfoots, I just have no self-control, so I will literally just put them anywhere. But yeah, I do think the new 24-inch Ronnie is good because he is a little bit smaller and not that he doesn't take up, he takes up a ton of space, but I guess being a little bit smaller is good. But yeah, definitely the 24-inch OG cows are a little bit bigger, so I think the design has definitely changed. One more thing before we wrap up this video, you guys, Squishmallows Day is coming this March 7th, and you guys are not going to want to miss it. Squishmallows Day is an all-day global celebration for Squishmallows Day all around the world. There's going to be new brand announcements, Squishmallow drops, new product reveals, giveaways, and so much more. So if you're not following Squishmallows on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, or Facebook, go follow them right now so you don't miss out on the celebration. I've partnered with Squishmallows on Squishmallows Day to bring you guys some fun, exciting new surprises, so you're not going to want to miss that. Follow me on Instagram at southern.squishes. That is all that I have for you today, besties, but be sure to like this video and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!